Hi everyone, welcome again to another podcast and video clip from Teacher Joseph. Today, I wanted to check in with you just to see how you're doing, particularly around the area of sound and shadowing. And I'd like to explain a bit more about the sounds of English in this podcast. We're going to go through the English sounds one by one, and I'm going to explain to you in detail what shadowing is and how it works. Now, those of you who have taken lessons with me, you'll know that I talk about shadowing a lot. Shadowing is when you hear and repeat what someone's saying, or maybe it's better to say when you hear and really imitate a person's voice. Let me tell you what shadowing is not. Shadowing is not about some academic knowledge of words. When you shadow, you shouldn't be listening to words, you should only be listening to sounds. You know, shadowing is the natural way for people to learn a language. If you think of a little boy, he can't read or write, he hears and he repeats and imitates his mother and father. He can't go to a book because he can't read or write, so he hears and he says. That's it. It's very simple. He doesn't know the meaning of the words, and slowly his world is shaped by the words. So that is what shadowing is all about. It's not about repeating words, it's about repeating sounds. And there's only 50 of those in English. So as you repeat again and again and again, for let's say 20 minutes a day, you'll be repeating the words, or the sounds rather, thousands of times. So it's really important. So how do we do shadowing? Well, the one thing you don't need is a piece of paper with writing. You don't need to see what you're repeating because you're only repeating sounds. And if you can, try to repeat the intonation. See where the person is putting their voice up and down, and also what they're trying to stress. It's more like a study of how the person speaks. It's nothing to do with what they're saying. So it's not an academic study. If anything, it's like a game that you can play with a child. For example, when the king comes on TV, when I was a little boy, when the queen came on TV, I could imitate her. I would because for me that's what she sounded like. But as adults, we get so caught up in this world of words. Oh, I don't know that word. Oh, I recognize that word. That we lose the very innocence of shadowing. Shadowing is simply copying. You hear someone speak and you talk like them. Pretend you're imitating them. Pretend you're laughing at them. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that it's simple. And if it gets complicated, or if you're getting pulled down by words, then choose a voice which is talking about something that you can't understand, maybe some hospital procedure or something very, very difficult. Then you will have no choice except to repeat the sounds. But right now we're going to have a look at the sounds of English, thanks to our friends over at Anti-Moon. And I really recommend that you visit this site because it's really good. And I'll show you the address now. Anti-Moon. Let's have a look. Right, here we are. So you can see the site Anti-Moon. Okay, if you just put into Google Anti-Moon Sounds of English, you'll get this. This is the website address here, but you'll find it on antimoon.com. Okay, and about halfway down the page, you have these two charts. You have vowels and consonants. And we're going to make these sounds now. So hopefully you can still see me on the camera. And the important thing is that we pull the mouth down like this. Okay, that's how we do it. Okay, we pull the mouth down, and we do that to create the perfect vowel sound. Now, the good thing about this site is it has American English and British English with little sound clips. All of the sounds are the same. Okay, the red ones are slightly different because they're British, but the others are the same in both. So you first of all have to decide what you're looking for, what accents you want. So I make the sounds by pulling my mouth down. Sorry, I'm just distracted there because I'm remembering a Barry Manilow song, I Write the Songs. Do you remember I Write the Songs? It's a very nice Barry Manilow song. Do Google it after this tutorial. Anyway, yeah, I make the sounds. Reminds me of that song, I Write the Songs. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, so we have the mouth sound coming down for the vowels. So my mouth is coming down for the vowels. So here we are. Cup, lock, arm, father. Now the interesting thing here is that in American English, the R is very well pronounced as arm and father. But in British English, the R is considered to be very rude. It's an English thing, you know what we're like. We're a bit strange with these things. So we tend to silence it. Of course, regional accents are different. In Scotland, R is very strong. But in general, the sound is softened to almost an A. For example, arm. It's an elongated A sound. The R's gone. And the same with father. Okay, we'll continue. Cat, black, met, bed, away, cinema. Now the I in cinema is very interesting because it simply is made by pushing the mouth up. It's a sound. Cinema. My head is moving up as I say it. Cinema. Many of you think it's cinema. It's not. Cinema. Turn, learn, hit, sitting, see, heat, hot, rock, call, for, put, could, blue, food, five, I, now, out, say, eight, go home, boy, join, where, air, again that R, where, air, near here, and pure, tourist. All right, so just to cover that letter R again, it's a kind of a big deal for some of you. Arm, father. All right, notice here, turn, learn, learn, turn. The R silent. And there we are. The same here, near, here. Just like word, work. The R is softened away. And of course, in regional accents, it's a bit different. Let's continue And by the way, this is from the Anti-Moon site. I really recommend you go over and take a look. It's very, very good. Watch my mouth. Bad. Lab. Stiff upper lip. Did. Lady. Find. If. Give. Give. Flag. How. Hello. Yes. Yellow. Cat. Back. Leg. Little. And again, the end part here is interesting. Oh, little. It sounds like an O sound. Little. Lit-o. Little. Man. Lemon. No. 10. Sing. So the best way to make that with that I is open your mouth first and then close it to make the sound. Sing. So the I is always going up. It's like did, as we said earlier. You open it, did. And by closing your mouth, you make the sound. Okay? Hit, sitting. So it's very interesting. Let's continue. So we had the give, flag, how, hello, yes, yellow, cat, back, leg, little, man, lemon, no, 10, sing, finger, with the R silent, pet, map, red, try, sun, miss, she, crash, tea, getting, check, charge, the R's gone again, think, both, this, mother, voice, 5, wet, window, zoo, lazy, pleasure, vision, just, large. And again, the R disappears there, large. Yeah, and the difference between American and British English is kind of clear because, Americans, they tend to say A, not R. So if I say I'm going to France, an American would say I'm going to France because they tend to speak more horizontally and loudly. But anyway, yes. So there we are. Those are the sounds of English. So when you start your shadowing, these are all the sounds you're ever going to hear. And once you know these, it's much easier to make the words. So that's my little thing for you today, is to go to this website and have a little look. And you can practice saying these sounds. But more importantly, it's very, very important that you begin your shadowing. Shadowing is what kids do. They hear, they say. It's not for academic reasons. It's not to learn words. You can use the same words to learn. It's just to give you the practice of speaking. And so many of you think you need someone to talk to do that, but you don't. You just need your own mind and then start doing it. I think that would be very, very good. So, yes. So excellent. There we are. That's today. A little bit of guidance on shadowing. So just to summarize then, no text. You don't need to understand what they're saying. You just need to be able to repeat. Should you rewind with the same text if you miss a bit? No. It's only 50 sounds in English. Jump in, repeat what you can, because as you do it more and more, you should hopefully be getting better at it. So each time you do it, the next time you do it, it'll be better until you can repeat whole sentences. Shadowing isn't easy. Even if you try to do it in your native tongue, your native language, it would be hard. But yeah, very good, very good. Very simple once you get started. And people should begin to hear that you're speaking differently. If you really, really can't do it and you have a big, big problem with that, then what you can do instead is you can take one of these sounds and just listen for it. And when it comes up, make it. You can do it that way as well. But remember, this isn't to memorize words. This is simply for you to catch the sounds. Very nice. Right. Well, I hope you found this helpful. It's been lovely to be with you again, and I'm going to see you all soon. Okay, very nice, very nice. Have a wonderful day.